that you can see, like the way that we walk, okay, from the car park to the temple, we call life connection. So the life connection here, the causeway across the moat. So as I said earlier, the moat is represent the ocean surrounding the universe. So the universe, it refers to the temple where God stay or where God live, right? So we walk across the causeway. It means like how the earth connects to the heaven, right? How the earth connects to the heaven. So the causeway is represent life connection. So between man and God, right? Between man and God. So now you can see this temple we call Prasat Beng Mealea. Many archaeologists, many scholars, they have the debate talking about the name of the temple itself. So because why? Because inside this temple they couldn't find any inscription telling about the original name of the Prasat Beng Mealea, right? So then in 1880, this is the year 1880. So in the late 19th century, a French archaeologist or a French explorer, his name Louis de la Porte, right? Louis de la Porte, he came to this temple and he started to say this temple called Beng Mealea, not Beng Mealea, because outside he saw a pond, a big pond, the moat, but he recognized as a pond, and then inside the pond there were many lotus flowers. So then he put the name and the pond together. So Beng is referred to the pond, and Mealea in French word is mean lotus. So that's why he called the name of this temple Prasat Beng Mealea. You get it? So this is start from very late in 19th century. So he came here in 1880. But later, later another archaeologist, Jacques Chedès. Everyone knows Jacques Chedès?
Yeah.
Jacques Chedès, Michel Dranel. Right?
Yeah, Mr. Tranel.
So he said that no, this temple, it wasn't called Beng Mealea. It was called Beng Mealea. Right. So the name from Beng to Beng is a bit, like sound different. But actually, they use the word Beng refer to the original ancient road. Right. Because why? Because through the archaeologist Mr. Jacques Chedès, he found the ancient road called Plo Beng. Right, so this is the Khmer name, Plo Beng. So that name, it lead to this temple, and then the word Mealea, the last one, the word Mealea refer to the name of the pagoda or the name of the modern monastery in the late century, like in the 20th century. Because when the temple was rediscovered, there was a modern pagoda inside this temple. That pagoda called, or that pagoda named Wat Preh Ketok Mealea. Alright, Ketok Mealea. So then they combined the pagoda name with the road name together. So they got the name, the new one, said Beng Mealea. So road name is Beng, Mealea is the temple name. So I don't know if you recognize one pagoda, like on the right when we stop to buy the ticket, and on the right side you can see one pagoda, and you can see the name Prasat, Wat Preh Ketok Mealea or Wat Prasat Beng Mealea. Because that temple, like 10 years ago, right, 10 years ago, that temple was in here. And then the authority and the government asked the monk to remove the temple. So then they removed the temple out of the temple, and then they built outside, like from the west. So that there's the temple right now, right? So now this temple we don't call Beng Mealea. That is not a correct word to call, but we can even say Beng Mealea is much better, and it's much we call more evident, more proof to show the tourists to understand about this one. Because this temple, when you come, like this is your first time, maybe some of us it is your first time or second time, I don't know, but I've been here many times, right? So this temple is very nice, quiet and peaceful. Because when you arrive inside the temple, you just hear only this bird sound. See? and surrounding the tree, vine, and bushes right around the temple. And this temple was rediscovered in the late 19th century by French. And later they came here to clear the mine, and then they started to restore and cut down the tree in order to prepare and clear the area, right? So now you can see the whole complex. It is largely unrestored because one, you can see from the nature, we call nature disaster, okay? So from the nature here, you can see many trees are growing everywhere, inside and outside the complex. So it's hard for the government to cut down the tree or to clear all the vine and the bushes away. So then they keep here as the nature. And second, because maybe we don't have enough budget. Right. Because when you work, you have to pay. Okay. When you work, you have to bring the grain, the craftsman, the worker, whatever. Okay. Bring here and then restore. But maybe we don't have enough budget. So nature